Hello everyone, my name is Zenitsu, and I'm back over at UUTai for their bi-monthly sales rankings. So this is the time period of October 1st to October 15th. So this is around the middle of the spoiler season when we knew about what half of the cards were going to be. So let's just take a look at what changes in sales that people were thinking about at this time. So first up, starting with the best-selling SR at this time period, it is looking to be like Millenniumon. So Millenniumon is a level 7 that can digivolve off of black or purple, and he has two really powerful abilities where when you digivolve him, you get to return one of the opponent's Digimon to the bottom of the deck and then remove all of their Digivolution sources. And then when he's destroyed, you could remove a Digivolution source from him, and he basically revives himself without paying his cost. So why is Millenniumon the best-selling SR at this time period? Well, Ragnarlordmon and his support was announced relatively early on, so a lot of people are probably speculating using the Boire Ludramon line along with Millenniumon to kind of like really utilize the fact that Millenniumon could be insanely built because you could stack them with Blocker, you could stack them with Reboot, and then you could stack them with Security Attack +1. You could stack them with just a whole bunch of different combinations to make for one really, really powerful Digimon. And then when he dies, he just basically comes back as just his normal self. So he is definitely a really, really good card, and he is definitely one that would fit very, very well with a level 7 turbo deck that a lot of people are thinking about thanks to all of the new black support that black has gotten for it. Next up, for the best-selling rare in this time period, it is looking to be Terra Cluster. So Terra Cluster is a very powerful removal card that is kind of similar to Millenniumon's, where you get to return one of your opponent's Digimon that is in a rested state back to the bottom of the opponent's deck, and then obviously remove its Digivolution sources. So why is Terra Cluster the best-selling rare in this time period? Probably because of all of his interactions with Sarismon and his interactions with Mega Gargamon. So those are two green megas that got spoiled, again, relatively early on, and Terra Cluster definitely supports both of their synergies to rest the opponent's cards down, and is just a very, very good card that complements rest effects. Next up, the best-selling uncommon for this time period is looking to be Tentamon. So Tentamon is just another form of a rest effect where during the attack, you get to rest one of the opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. So this kind of goes into that whole, like, I want to rest my opponent's stuff down synergy that Green has been playing with, and as more and more people are thinking about Green because of all of the new good green support that they've been getting, not only with Sarismon and Mega Gargamon, but with Imperial Jamon Dragon Mode, which at this time we didn't know that he was getting a green variant of himself. But regardless, there's just a lot of attention on green at this time period because of the big hype for those megas. And then the best-selling common during this time period is Agumon. So Green Agumon is just a relatively decent common, where all he really does is, in the evolution source, he just increases the DP of one of your Digimon by 1,000. So just part of Green's whole thing is just to have bigger and beefier Digimon than the opponents, so that way you could beat over them, or you could win security checks very easily, and a card like Agumon is kind of just incentivizing the big beefiness that the green cards generally want to be with. So it definitely looks like as the spoilers are happening, a lot of what people are buying up is changing based on a lot of the spoilers that are coming out. So I wouldn't be surprised if next time that this list is going to change dramatically again because of all of the new spoilers that we got and what people are trying to prep and build for Union Impact. So it is definitely looking like Union Impact is having big changes on the secondary market in Japan, and people are starting to prep for what they want to build. So it's just something interesting to note going forward. So that's really all I have for this video. As always, feel free to tell me your thoughts down in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content, and I will see you in the next video.